Yes, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Mind Over Matter. Yes, second upload, second day. I feel like I don't feel. I know I've been pushed, literally pushed this morning to get this message out because I wish I could explain it. I really wish I could explain it. Really wish I could bring it from the cosmos down to earthly realm, if it makes sense. I really wish I could explain how pushed I felt to get this little story out. Well, I'll try and keep it lighthearted, as always. But if you know me, and if you've been with us for a while, you know I'm gonna keep it a buck. Keep it 1,000, right? Keep it 1,000. So yeah, basically, it's gonna be a serious topic. I'm not gonna lie. I felt pushed this morning to actually talk about the matter, the serious matter of going through the dark night of the soul and the spiritual awakening. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you all, new subscribers, old, current, and new. I really don't care if you're new, if you're old, if you're current. I really don't care. I appreciate you all the same, and I love you all the same, because the channel wouldn't be what it is without you, and I must, for that, at least show appreciation and give you the utmost thanks and praise. So yeah, topic: Dark Night of the Soul and Spiritual Awakening. It's not a light-hearted thing to talk about, because it gets dark, it gets light, it gets dark again, and it gets light again. So I'm not gonna lie, I did go through it alone, as you should, because rejection is your protection at the end of the day. If you feel rejected by some people, you're not meant to be there. You're not meant to serve them. They're not meant to serve you. So let's just get that out the way and cleared up, as it should be. So yeah, going through Dark Night of the Soul. It is, the best way I can explain it is from my own experience. It is an ego death. It is a very dark time. It is a very difficult time. You feel like you're in a bit of a trance, but a very dark trance where you literally lose your cognitive thoughts and you lose yourself. And whilst you're going through it, whilst it's coming in, whilst it's taking its action upon you, this is the Dark Night of the Soul, your ego will try its utmost to fight it, wherever you thought you were prior to it taking place. Wherever you thought whatever idea you thought, whatever idea you had of yourself, whatever image you had built of yourself prior to the dark night of the soul. And the more you fight it, and this is just literally for guidance purposes and people going through it and people that might go through it as well. So it'll be here recorded as guidance as well as some sort of clearance, some sort of clarity, some sort of confirmation. So whilst it's occurring, whilst it is occurring, guys, it's literally, it gets dark. I'm not gonna lie. It gets dark. You will be in a trance where you feel like in outer space. You're completely in outer space. And this might be provoked by recent events in your life, hard times, bad relationships, bad friendships even, betrayals as well. So yeah, it might be provoked by that. It might be brought on by that. Or it might be brought on by some sudden realization and some sudden epiphany that things are not the way you think, and whatever you thought before isn't as you'd seen it. So when it comes upon you, it gets very dark. Like I said just now, you lose your cognitive and conscientious mind. So you literally in this space of ego death and life itself, but you are literally in this trance where you don't know whether you're coming or going, or whether you even, like, to make this lighthearted a bit. Have you guys seen that meme of the I think he's Indian. I don't wanna be prejudiced, but I think he's Indian, and he gets in the plane and he's like, I am going to die. I'm going to die. And he's literally frightened to death to get in that plane and to get in that flight. Do you get what I mean? And that is the closest description I can make of it. It is the fight between yourself and your ego and letting go of your old self. And your ego's fighting it. And the more you fight it, the darker it gets. But that is the darkest time and the darkest bit, I would say, of the dark night of the soul. Because you're not resonating with anything at all. Like, you're thoughtless. For at least I would say, for me, personally speaking, it was at least, I'd say, an half hour that I was in this trance that I couldn't pick myself up from. I couldn't resonate. I couldn't formalize a thought. I couldn't do anything. I was just literally sitting there, not being a being. I was not present. I can tell you that. And going through it, it is very difficult. I'm not going to romanticize it. because it's a very serious matter, and it being a serious matter, it must be taken upon seriously. I will try my hardest to make it lighthearted and keep you guys engaged. But yeah, it is a serious matter, and it is very, very, very dark, and it gets very, very dark. But you must have faith. You must have faith. You must walk by faith, not by sight. And you will be glad you've gone through it. You will be glad it's happened. But before I get into that, right after that half hour, it got a bit dark and it got a bit seamless. My whole paradigm just shifted. I couldn't tell you what was what. After that, I started coming into myself again, and I can tell you it's like being reborn, and you'll have to relearn everything again. You'll have to relearn your behaviors. You have to relearn yourself. You'll have to get to know yourself all over again and decide exactly who you are and discover exactly who you are. And go down in the basement, go down into your subconscious and reprogram yourself and literally rebuild what's been destroyed. Because I can tell you something from nothing, you will come back as nothing. For lack of a better description, you will come back as nothing. You will come back as an empty cup. You will come back as an empty cup. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. You will come back as an empty cup, and the best fact about coming back as an empty cup is you get to fill up exactly the way you want it to be filled up. You get to rebuild yourself all over again. And you get a second chance, at least, at being and reaching your higher self. So I did promise this. I did promise to come forth about how I decided to take upon this mission in this channel, because I realized that what I went through was very, very dark, very, very hard. And I hope that people going through it, or people who might face it in the future, can resonate with this message and actually have a better experience than I did, and come out the other end much quicker, much happier, and be able to deal with the experience in the best way possible, because it's not easy. It's not an easy process. It's not for the lighthearted, guys. And that's why a lot of people avoid it. And this channel is not for the lighthearted. This channel is not for people who get easily triggered, because, like I said, I will keep it raw. I'll keep it a buck. I'm not here to fantasize and romanticize anything. I'll tell you that for nothing right now. If I was, I'd be lying to you, and I wouldn't be coming forth with this exact message as you see it. So yeah, Dark Night of the Soul. It will literally take your rose-colored glasses off. It just literally means you've been picked. You've been picked by the universe, been picked by the Most High to see things exactly as they are and not as you wish them to be. And there's rules to this. There are big rules to this. You mustn't fight it. You mustn't try and get away from it. You must face it, like you face your demons, exactly like I said before. I had to face my demons, right? So it is facing the worst bits of yourself and going down into the subconscious, into the basement, and getting rid of it and shedding those parts of yourself, shedding those addictions, shedding those idealistic opinions that you had of yourself, that you thought you had of yourself, and shedding that personality that you thought you were, and shedding were the parts of you that weren't serving your higher self. And that means ascending. That means that's the beginning of the ascension, right there and then. Coming to the other side of the ego death, of the Dark Night of the Soul, you must start it all over again. You must relearn your patterns. You must relearn everything. You must relearn people around you. You must relearn your environment. You must relearn your behaviors. You must relearn everything again. The best part about that is that you will nine times out of 10, you will become a better person, and you will face your demons, and you will decide that you were living kind of a mundane life prior to it. You were living you're living in a box. You're living in a cardboard box. Do you get what I mean? Like the song says. You was living in a box. You was living in a cardboard box. Do you get what I mean? So coming out of it, at the other side of it, you will realize that there's much more to you. There's so much more to you. Your potential, your ambition, your personality, parts of yourself that you kept hidden for some reason, for some past traumas, for some childhood traumas or whatever. It's different for everyone. But you will realize that you've been keeping the best parts of yourself hidden for a long time. And now you must flourish. Now you must blossom. It's like the caterpillar going into a cocoon, and then going into nothing, going into a mush, and then coming out a butterfly, right? It's literally that. It's the best way I can explain it. And from that, after that, it comes the spiritual awakening, which gets you in the path of ascending again and again and again and again. So, spiritual awakening, like I said, is very much like the dark night of the soul. It will make you take your rose-colored glasses off and make you look at yourself and the world from a very, very, very raw and real perspective. And that can only better you guys. That can only improve you as a person. That can only push you to be your best self. Because if you don't, if you resist it, you're going to be back in the mundane. You're going to be back in addictions, like very hard addictions that you don't want. You know you don't want them because they keep you low vibrational, right? You know you don't want to live that mundane life. And I don't judge anyone who still has got addictions, because we all must go through it. We all must take the good with the bad, right? And anyone going through it, I wish them the best. I wish them to come out of it. And this is exactly why I'm sharing my experience. I'm not doing this for nothing. The spiritual awakening again is it'll get you connected to the Most High. It'll get you prioritizing. It'll make you prioritize yourself and your life. And like I said, look at your life from a bird's eye view and make you literally come to terms on what's important in your life and what's not, and cut out. And you start meditating and praying through it. I advise you to pray and meditate all the way through it. All the way through it. It's what will keep you on your feet. It's what will keep you moving. It's what will keep you pushing forth. It's what will keep you on your toes. It's what will keep you evolving. It's what will keep you, it's what will change your mindset as well. And by meditating and praying, you will vibrate higher. Like I've been mentioning many videos ago and all through these episodes, it will vibrate. It will make you vibrate higher. It will make you shed the parts of yourself that don't serve you, the parts of yourself that are ugly, the parts of yourself that you don't like personally. You must come to terms with that. And you will come to terms with that, because after the ascension, you won't resonate with your lower self. You won't resonate with past experiences. You won't resonate with some friends that you thought you had. You won't resonate with places you used to go. You won't resonate with most experiences that kind of made you happy and kind of kept you going and kept you mundane, if you get what I mean. So the spiritual path is not a joke. It's not a joke, guys. A lot of people try and be very light-hearted within everything. It's not a joke. You are purging the worst bits of yourself. You are purging exactly what you should be purging. And we come into a big shift where everyone's coming through it and everyone's going through it. But you gotta go through it to grow through it. You must. Because if I didn't go through it, I wouldn't have grown through it. And I would have stayed in the same mundane life that I used to live, that I didn't like. And I thought I was happy until now. Well, until the dark night of the soul and the spiritual awakening took place, if you get what I mean. So yeah, by that I realized that most of the things I was doing were detrimental to my health, was detrimental to my mental health, was detrimental to my body, my physical vessel, my presence, my confidence overall. Because I wouldn't, if I was confident then, you don't want to meet me now. If you get what I mean. I'm literally like, you cannot shake me. You become unshakable. You will be glad you went through it because you've grown through it. You will be glad that you've shed the parts of yourself that you didn't like, because you will become the best version of yourself. And it's a continuous process, obviously, like I've said before. But you are way more certain, you are way more solid, and you've got a solid foundation underneath you. A real foundation underneath you. If you get what I mean? So when you start vibrating high and you start coming up, and your mindset starts changing, and you start meditating, and you start taking priority of yourself, obviously you vibrate higher. When you start abstaining from vices and addictions and everything else, you start vibrating higher, right? So by vibrating higher, you start to, like the song says it, vibrating way too high, I need to cut it. Vibrating way too high, I need to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. And you will cut everything that doesn't serve you. People, places, things, vices, addictions. You'll cut it. You must cut it as well. Because it's keeping you mundane. It's keeping you low vibrational. It's keeping you in a cardboard box. And you don't want to be in a cardboard box, because it'll take you to a coffin much quicker. I know I'm being a bit harsh, and I know I'll trigger you, but this is me. I can't change, I won't change for anyone. Did that in the past? Nah, go work. Didn't work, did it? So yeah, this is my approach. This is my best way to convey it. If you easily triggered, unsubscribe. Don't watch me. I couldn't care. Because I'm being pushed by something other than me, like, do you know what I mean? I'm not I'm not here playing. Like I said before, when these messages are coming through, I'm not playing with them. I'm not playing with you. I'm literally keeping it a buck with you. If you wanna be cuddled up and coddled through whatever you're going through, like, go to some other channel. This is the channel where we're taking things serious. This is the channel of self-improvement at the end of the day. It says in the description. I've said it before. I've said it again and again. So, we're not here to play. Do you know what I mean? I'll throw a joke in here and there. That's me. You know what I mean? But seriously, like, if you want to take yourself seriously, and if you want to be serious about life, and if you want to ascend, and if you want to be your best version of yourself, then take heed. And be prepared to get triggered. Be prepared to hear the realness. Do you know what I mean? So if you're ready for that, by all means, subscribe, stay with us. I'm cool. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm cool with that. I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here to let's say, cater to false pretensions and false ideologies. I'm not here to cater to those. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to guide yourselves to be your best selves. I'm not to be the best versions you've ever been. And this is my approach to it. And I'm glad that some people resonate with it, others won't. But that's how the world works. You can't please everyone, and you won't resonate with everyone. So that's reality. That's another cookie for you. Like, do you know what I mean? That's another bit of reality for you. So eat it up, mate. Do you know what I mean? Straight up. Because obviously, you're not for everyone. You know what I mean? You're not everyone's cup of tea. You're not everyone's, someone's shot of whiskey that they don't like. Someone's shot of vodka they literally love. And you're someone's, what do you call it? You're someone's brown sauce. Like, you either hate it or love it. Do you know what I mean? You're someone's, I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm trying to make too many analogies here. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support. I love you all. And I know this was a very serious one, very serious topic. But what's best about being serious is that you can look a reality for what it is, and you can improve in life and be your best self for yourself and others around you, and improve your life, improve your health, improve your mental state, improve your mental health, improve your physical health. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what's important. If you want to attract what you want in life, you must be what you want to attract. If you want to attract health, wealth, you must stay in that state. You must stay in that law of attraction state, and law of ambition, and law of vibration. So I appreciate your viewership, guys, once again. And I hope you all can resonate with this message. I hope you all don't go through it as hard as I did. But again, you must go through it if you want to grow through it and be the best version of yourselves. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of you, and I appreciate all your subscribes, all your subscriptions. I appreciate all your likes and viewerships. You must, if you resonate with the message, obviously like, share, subscribe to the Highest Vibe Tribe, and we'll be back. We'll be back with some more. This was a deep in the down basement one, but it is what it is. It's reality we're living in, not the Matrix. So let's get it. Know what I mean? Appreciate you guys. Thank you all. Namaste. And I must go. Thank you.